Hello, welcome to the queue. It is Operation RCT, Germany turn 9. And up for their purchase at $49 is 3 infantry, 1 marine, anti-aircraft gun, artillery. We've got a fighter, a submarine, 3 Atlantic Wall militia, and we will finish our battleship on the build chart or build queue. And then this fort will be, assuming we're successful in the Netherlands, we'll have completed the Atlantic Wall requirements, so we'll get our free fort. Let's roll some tech. So we got 2 sevens. There we go. All right, so we've got white is radar and orange is mechanized infantry. White is radar, so radar is complete. No. Yes. Good. All right. So that need to remember that gives me a +1 to my convoy rating. Just for grins on this turn, I'm going to put this out here at my convoy rating spot, and I'll put it back there later. All right, moving on to the next tech. Blue and yellow. So blue will be advanced subs and heavy strategic bombers. Subs is 8, bombers at 9. 8. So subs goes up to 3. So I think the last 3 turns, and I did it 3 different ways, we're 2 for 2 on our techs, or 2 for 4 of our techs. So each turn, I guess that's acceptable, because it could be worse. It could be a whole lot worse. So let's move on to some combat moves. All right, so I remember we're going to get a +1 for that, +2 for our subs. So that'll be +3. So the 3 subs here in A28 come down 1, 2 to A44. And we've got a sub here at M4, 1, 2. So we'll have 4 subs rating here in A44. Oh, happy day. The other sub here in I4 will stay there and raid. And we will have this raid as well here by the battle cruiser on designated as a raider. So, and they all get that +1 as well. So that's nice. I think what I'll have to do, I think I can roll all this from down here and do some reaching. So we got a lot of little attacks here in Europe. So coming out of port will be all the ships. The only one that really matters is this battleship and the transport. But we're going to bring them all out anyway. So get rid of that port marker. All right, so the battleship will conduct bombard here in Lithuania. Marine from Eastern Germany. Infantry from Denmark. We'll go in there. We have a 4. So that's one of these fighters from Western Germany. 1, 2, 3. Wonder why he has 4 left. Oh, it's not. I just go out into the sea zone, 1 and then 2. So that's why he has 4 left. All right. So that fighter, those 3 units in a bombard. All right. Next battle, we've got these cavalry here in Western Poland sneaking behind our lines. So we're going to take 1 infantry out of Warsaw, 1 self-propelled artillery, 1 medium armor, and hopefully we can get that guy with that small force. All right, so that means now he's doing nothing. Into Bulgaria or Holland there. Or is it the Netherlands? Netherlands is 3 infantry of the 4 that's here in Western Germany. I'll put them up here. 2 fighters. No, not the 2 fighters from Western Germany. The 2 fighters from Paris will come up 1, 2, 3, and they'll each have a movement of 3 left. Thank you, long-range aircraft. We have 2 self-propelled artillery. And I was going to do 2 of these tanks, medium armor here in Western Germany. But I think I'm going to change the ball up here. There's 4 units. Maybe I better. I'll leave it like it was. All right. So those 2 armor will go in there. I was going to bring it over here. But we'll just leave it like that. All right. So that means Netherlands, Poland, Lithuania, 2 more battles here. Yugoslavia, both sides. One's Eastern, one's Western. So in Eastern here, we're going to bring this tactical dive bomber here from Bavaria. 1, 2, 3. He'll have a movement of 3 left. We've got this strategic bomber. He'll have a movement of 6 left. The medium armor comes out of Austria into there. We've got 1 infantry from Hungary, and from Bulgaria is a cavalry and 2 infantry. And debating on that motorized there. I think the motorized is coming as well. Just in case, there's 3 units. All right, so the next attack, and I think that's our last final assault here. We've got from Austria 2 cavalry, 3 infantry, 1 self-propelled artillery. And we've got a 4, which is our medium bomber from Western Germany. 1, 2, 3. He'll have 4 movements left. The 2 fighters, 1, 2, 3. And they will come in there as well with 3 left. Now, I'm thinking, should I drop that airborne in there from Paris? That is an interesting question. So he would go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he could land back in Bavaria. So there's 4 units there. It's probably wise. So the air transport will land back in Bavaria. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, drops him off. So he'll be airborne. So I'll put him on this side because he'll get to roll at a 3 on that first round. 2 because it's a mountains. All right, so any other markers? I think that is all my attacks. So let's start off with our convoy down there in Australia with our battle cruiser. And once again, the German dice is black. So we get a +3. Oh, doesn't matter. Next up will be an I-4 in the Indian Ocean. +3. All right, so that's a 7 to 5. So that means we're going to get 1 from each line again. You know what? I am getting rid of that red dice. It has rolled high for 3 turns now. Let's get another dice. What is it? Oh, that's the British dice. Okay, so good. All right, so we're checking out of that crazy red dice stifling our raids. So we got 4 subs here in A44, each at a +3. All right, so that will be 9 to 5. So that's 4. Of course, the tray is all the way over there. All right, so first sub is 4, and we will distribute them amongst all the lines there. Second sub. All right, so that is 8. So that's 6. All right, third sub. We're going to clean house on this one. Not on this one. So that is 8. So that's still 2. All right, and the final sub is 4 to 4. So nothing on the final sub. So that is $12. What's available here? This line is 3, 6, and that's a 6. So out of the 15 available, I've got 12 on this line, 1 on this line. So 13 comes away from Britain, 1 from FEC, And I continue to fail down there. All right. Let's go to some battles on land. Let's start off with Lithuania, because hopefully that's an easy one. We got a first strike bombard battleship at a 4. Nope. We've got a fighter. Well, actually, we got the infantry and the marine are both at 2 because it's open. Nope. And we got a fighter at 6. Hit. All right, so the militia from Latvia returns fire. Man, what a shaft. What a shaft. So we lose the marine and take Lithuania. All right. Hopefully that's not a harbinger of the turn here. All right, so East Poland. We do have a first strike with the artillery at a 3. And that's a hit, so that one's over. The Polish cavalry is gone. All right, next one. We'll do the Netherlands there. I have 2 self-propelled artillery. They are first strikes at 3. Nothing. I've got 2 fighters and 2 medium armor at 6. So there's 4 at 6. There's 1, 2, 3. There is 4 units there, so that leaves 3 infantry. 2 of them are boosted and 1 is not. So these 2 will be at 3 and the yellow will be at 2. Nope. 1 infantry survives. All right, so that means the militia defends at a 2. Oh my gosh. All right, so they have 1 hit back, and then they have 3 infantry at 4. There's another hit. So they get 2 hits, and we get 3. So they're down to 1 infantry. Oddly enough, so are the Germans. All right, so let me put 1 infantry. I don't have an infantry. Oh, here we do. This is, even though it's a different country there. All right. So round 2, we've got the infantry boosted to a 3, and then the 2 artillery, self-propelled artillery at 3. Nope. And then we have 4 at 6. 1, 2, 3. All right. So final Holland defense infantry at a 4. Thank you. All right. So we've cleared that. Next, we'll go on to what is that? Eastern Yugoslavia. This torpedo boat destroyer is British now. So no first strikes in there. So let's go with the strategic bomber, 3 at 2. There's a hit. And we got a tactical bomber at a 7. Figures. All right, we got a medium armor at a 5 because of the mountains. Unbelievable. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 3 infantry and 1 motorized, but they're all at 1. There's a hit. Oh, 2 2s. And then the final unit is the cavalry at a 2. No. So we got 2 of the 3 units. Obviously, they're going to lose the militia and the cavalry. Put that over there. All right, so they'll have 2 at 2. Thank you. And 1 at 4 for the infantry. No hits. All right, round 2. The strategic bomber is done. So we have a tactical bomber at a 7. That's a hit. So let's end that battle. The Yugoslav defense infantry at a 4. And he misses. All right. So that's good news there. We didn't lose anybody. Oh, that missed. All right, so the next battle. We do have 1 self-propelled artillery, so we have a first strike at a 2. Nope. All right, so that means we get to boost an infantry. We've got a paratrooper. They'll both be at 2. We got 2 cavalry at 2. but we'll have 2 infantry at 1. So I'll roll the 2 infantry at 1 first. Nope. All right, and then this is the 4 at 2. There's 1 hit. And I've got 2 fighters, which will be the yellow dice at 6, and a bomber, medium bomber at 7. 2 more. So we get 3 hits. What is in there? 4 units. So the cavalry, militia, and infantry go away. 1 infantry survives. All right, so let's roll 2 for 2, cavalry and the militia. Nope. And then 2 infantry at 4. There's a hit. So we're going to lose one of those German infantry. You know what? I'm going to put him up here for this guy. I think that was like Hungary or something. That was the 2 at 4. All right, so now we're on to round 2. All right, so let's go with the planes. Fighters are yellow. Medium bomber is white. 1 hit, so that is good. For grins, though, we'll roll the 3 cavalry or the 2 cavalry, self-propelled, and 1 infantry at 2. There's a 2nd and a 3rd hit, so that should be plenty. So the defense for Yugoslavia, 1 at 4, and that's a miss. So not too shabby there. I think that's it for our combat, correct? Now let's do some math. So here in the Netherlands, we're going to be up 2. We have an infantry, 2 self-propelled artillery, 2 medium armor. All right. So that's 2. Lithuania, we're going to have an infantry. That's 3. Eastern Yugoslavia, 4. We'll have 2, 3 infantry, 1 motorized, 1 medium armor, 1 cavalry. And Western Yugoslavia, that's 6, right? 2, 4, 5, 6. In Western Yugoslavia will be an airborne, 2 cavalry, 1 self-propelled artillery, 2 infantry. So that's 6 from non-major powers. So we'll go up 6 to 47. And then we're going to take 1 from Britain here and Poland. And it is 1 infantry, 1 self-propelled artillery, 1 medium armor. All right, so Britain will go down 1. Germany will go up 1 to 48. And is that it? I believe so. While we're doing income, though, we are going to activate Romania. So that will give us another 3. So that boosts us up to 51. And we feel so bad for Russia and their income rolls, we're going to go ahead and give them a D12 for that. So hopefully it's low, but it's better than what they've been rolling. So 5. So not bad. So they go up to 24, which is more income than the last 3 turns, maybe. So don't need that anymore. All right, so what other... Oh, I got to land all these planes. We've got a medium bomber that was here in Western Yugoslavia. He has 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4 into Paris. These 2 fighters in Netherlands have 3 left. They'll come back to Paris. These 2 fighters have 3 left from Western Yugoslavia. 1, 2, 3. They'll come back to Western Germany. We've got this strategic bomber, has 6 left because long range and coming from an air base. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Paris. This tactical bomber has 3 left. 1, 2, 3 into Bavaria. Oh, one more plane up here in Lithuania. 4 left, but he's just going to come back here to Western Germany. All right. So now to do the Atlantic Wall requirements. The infantry that didn't attack in Western Germany moves into Belgium. The light armor from Berlin moves up to Denmark. All right. The paratrooper that is in Paris walks down to Aquitaine. So that gives us the Atlantic Wall. So we get our free fort this turn. All right, so what other moves do we want to make? I think the only guy I've got here is Slovakia, but I think we're going to stay put there. Otherwise, we'll be fighting British guys in the mountain, which isn't a bad idea. All right, I think that's it. We have a Vichy move. The Foreign Legion here in French Morocco comes back over to northern Algeria. And that, I believe, is it. I do have this airborne in Bavaria that I don't need there, so he can rail. What do I got on the build chart there? I think it probably would be wise. Oh, I'm going to leave him because I got that air transport there. That's never mind. He's not going anywhere. So where I do want to build stuff, let's move this infantry from Slovakia. We'll rail him up there to Berlin. Now I think we're done movements on the board. And I get those dice. I'm not confused. I think we're good. Now we'll place some stuff. First bit of our goods will be the ships. So, oh, you know what? I need to get the battleship off because it's the cool looking battleship. All right. So it will be placed here in A12 with the rest of the fleet. I think that's A12. You can never find the mark. There it is, A12. All right, this sub here will be placed in A29. All right, so we've got 3 militia for the Atlantic Wall. 1 will be in Aquitaine. 1 will be in Belgium. And 1 will be in Denmark. All right. Our fort here will go into Western Germany because it's always nice to protect that first. In Western Germany will be a Marine, infantry, anti-aircraft gun. In Paris will be the fighter. And 3 more units. We've got an artillery that'll go in Warsaw. And 2 infantry in Bavaria. But I'm thinking, since Eastern Germany's open, I'm going to put 1 there. All right. That is a wrap. Okay. All right. So income. Oh, I'm going to remember the recruitment rolls this time. All right. So Vichy France is at a 2. Oh my gosh. We'll get a 2nd Foreign Legion and just put them here in northern Algeria. Now Spain is at a 9. Whew, for a second I thought I was going to miss that. All right, so that will be an infantry. You know, I think at this point I'm going to take 2 militia. And 1 will go into Madrid, and 1 will go into Eastern Andalusia. All right, so that's my recruitment rolls. I had on there to do Finland, but Global War Enthusiast did that as Britain, so we don't need to do that. Where's my radar? Let's put that up there. It's done. Let's look at our cash. We're going to increase our bonus now for Romania by 3. So, what have we on the board? We have 51. So there's 51. We have 3 for Sweden, 3 for Romania, and 4 for Vichy, for a total of $61 for next turn. Let's do a recap. We have our failing battle cruiser out here in P-72. I-4 is a sub. 4 glorious subs in A-44 for a total of 12 damage there, which was nice. We got a sub in A-29. Aquitaine has an airborne militia, Normandy militia, Picardy militia, Belgium militia infantry, Netherlands infantry, 2 self-propelled artillery, 2 medium armor. Denmark is light armor and a militia. Western Germany is a fort. In port is a coastal sub. In the Western Germany itself is a seaplane, 3 fighters, 1 infantry, 1 marine, and 1 anti-aircraft gun. Alsace has a militia. Paris has 3 fighters, a strategic bomber, a medium bomber, and an anti-aircraft gun, 2 self-propelled artillery, and 2 medium armor. Moving over to Bavaria, we've got an infantry, airborne, air transport, tactical bomber, Berlin infantry, Eastern Germany infantry, Western Poland, self-propelled artillery, infantry, medium armor, militia in Königsberg, Lithuania infantry, Warsaw 2 infantry, 3 artillery. Where are we at here? Yugoslavia, 3 infantry, 1 cavalry, 1 medium armor, 1 motorized. Western Yugoslavia, 2 cavalry, 1 airborne, 2 infantry, 1 self-propelled artillery. And I guess in central Romania, it's whatever it's set up with. 4 infantry, cavalry, motorized, fighter. And Bessarabia is an infantry. They'll get to move next turn. While I was doing a recap, I was thinking of switching out one of my buys. Makes me wonder. I think even if he does attack with 5 infantry, the artillery still attacks higher. I was thinking of switching that artillery with the infantry. I think I will. Not that I think they're going to counterattack, but you never know. You never really know. All right. So switch was 1 artillery is now in Eastern Germany. Warsaw is now 3 infantry, 2 artillery. All right. That is it. Russia will be up next. And we'll look forward to them spending the $5 that I gave them.